Welcome everybody to the gun range. Today on Caliber 50 Customs, this 1966 Pontiac GTO. Beautiful car. Hey everybody, it's Tom again. Welcome to the gun range. What we're doing here is a 1966 Pontiac GTO. And don't worry, I have another one just like it. It comes from Fast and the Furious collection. So, let's get to work. Well, first thing, of course, we're going to drill out the rivet posts. And, it takes a little bit, so I speed it up, trying to get it out of the way. And takes a few times, but okay, got the post drilled out. Take this apart, and turns out it's a pretty good casting. Not too many flaws that I can see. It's got a separate grill piece, windshield, interior, and a metal base. I'm not really big on the metal bases like some people are, but I work with it. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna punch the holes for the screws and everything to get put in. I kind of do things a little out of order than most people, so we're going to go ahead and knock this out. And then I'm not going to drill the holes just yet, but I am going to go ahead and get the post going and put it in the gun oil, and then we can start working on other parts of the car. I'll try to see what happens. Okay, as you see here, I got these little head pins, about 1 inch. Good for little part axles, They work to a point, I kind of got to trim them down a little bit and get them positioned just right because, I don't feel like grinding little grooves in for an axle tube or anything like that. And because it's just, it just takes too long. I'm just testing each one with the wheels and everything just to see how it would look, see how it goes. And it seems to do pretty good. So, we'll go from there. Okay, as you see here, I'm going through each individual pieces, just checking them out, determining what all I'm going to do, what color I'm going to paint, the interior, if I'm going to clean up the base and just leave it, or I'm going to paint it. I just haven't quite figured it out yet. So, In case y'all missed last week's episode, this is my Mad Max Gaslands motorcycle. I think it turned out phenomenal. I'm really proud of it, and it's gonna go along with the diorama I'm gonna work with. Alright, here's the casting after taking out the gun oil. There's still some paint left on it, and I let it set overnight. So I'm gonna clean it up with the wire wheel, and try to get what I can off. It was really difficult paint to get off. Like, I don't know why it took so long, but I decided to go over with some little bit of steel wool. You know, do what I can, shine her up. I go over it with some sandpaper. Try to do what I can to get that excess paint off. You know, I've been doing this for about a year now, and this is my only second video, but I've been inspired by a lot of the guys like Keith from the Outlaw Speed Shop, Paul from Dicast, Graveyard, pretty much all the Four Horsemen, and I enjoy seeing it. Now, I'm getting ready to start drilling the post here in a minute, and I go with the 5/64 bit. I started using the other one, the smallest one, and I couldn't figure out why. It was just torquing and like it was just difficult to get the screws in. Okay, getting them finished up, just trying to get them done. And as you see here, I'm double checking the casting. This little part of the hood I'm gonna end up cutting out because I'm gonna put this scoop from Grizz at Bearcat 3D Designs, and I get a lot of my 3D parts from him. So when you're cutting like hoods or doors or anything, you just gotta be careful and take it slow, or you'll end up breaking a blade. And trust me, these smaller blades break real easy. There was one time it just kind of snapped and I didn't even do nothing like now. It just snapped. So I had to rethread it through. Yeah, it was just a pain in the butt. Okay, I got it all cut out. Now I'm filing it down, trying to smooth it out so when I get ready to put the scoop on, it sits on there level. Kind of it's boring to watch, that's why it's kind of sped up. So here I am with a little bit of Gorilla Glue, trying to put it on there, make sure it's all centered. And it looks pretty good. Put some Insta-Set in it. Just in a little Tamiya putty after I sand around the hood scoop. Put that Tamiya putty on and kind of fill in the holes and fill in the gaps. I don't use this all the time, but I'm glad I do. So I got a little piece of styrene, little scrap styrene. I'm smoothing out the edges, just getting it, kind of plugging in the holes and making sure, I ain't got no open area. Alright, I got this little M2 Mustang, I only got it for the wheels for my rat rod that I'm building. It's a 33 Plymouth sedan cop car that I'm building a rat rod with. I've already chopped the roof off, brought it down, kind of working with it. All I really want was the wheels from this Mustang. The base for like my little dioramas. But like I said, I'm just after the wheels for my little rat rod I'm building. I think these wheels would go great with this car. Once I gotta lengthen the axle, make it a little bit longer, and for the rear tires, and once I do that, it'll be ready to go. I just gotta figure out what kind of engine I'm gonna put in it. I got a few on order, so it's coming along. I even got like a little leather piece to cover the top for it. Alrighty, there I am, just cleaning up my mess. Gotta make room for when I get ready to do the paint. you know, it happens. But, I'm testing, other wheels that I had just to see, what it would look like, Wouldn't look too bad. I'd just have to do a lot of modifications, cutting the axle down a little bit, and it would be looking really sweet with those big tires on the back. You know, Here you see me, just kind of going through, putting all my tires that I had in, a little drawer of nothing but rubber tires. And
Who's the dummy now?
okay, here we go. Back over the casting, just checking where the milliputty was at, making sure it's all nice and smooth. I'll go ahead and sand some more off of it. Get it ready. Just try to get the rest of that paint. Here it is with a coat of primer. Everything's sealed up pretty good. It looks like it's really smooth. Didn't have to worry about too many, spots to fill in for the scoop. And I think it turned out really good. Just gotta let it dry for a little bit. I'm gonna go over the base. I'm probably gonna throw another coat of black on it, because it kind of looks a little smoky now. But, once I do another coat of black and probably throw some clear coat on it, it'll be fine. You know, so, but if I haven't said it before, please, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications. Go for it if you like this video. Alrighty, here's the interior. I'm still debating if I'm gonna paint it. If I do, it'd probably be just like a flat black, just easy color. Windshield's in pretty good shape. Probably just gonna clean it up a little bit later off camera. The front grille, I'm not gonna do anything with it. Just leave it the same way. So, but here's my little, forklift where I put all my little pieces on. Got a little bit of a pallet made. I made out of little sticks or wood pieces. Okay, here it is with the first coat of paint. It is a metallic champagne bronze, and it really shines in the light, especially out in the sun. I think it turned out really good. I'm going with a two-tone paint job on this car. I gotta let it dry for a little bit, and as you see here, I went over a clear coat over the base, and it turned out shiny. It wasn't all smoky and looked like milk or anything like that. Getting ready, start getting the wheels put in, so we'll get ready to get that going. I'm just kind of messing around, just seeing how it's gonna look. As you see there with the little 5-star painted, the other color I'm gonna be using, and here's the interior, which I just painted black. I'm not really gonna clear coat it or nothing. So, and I went ahead and painted the cobalt metallic blue is the second color I'm using. It's a two-tone color. You'll see once I get ready to start peeling the tape off about how it turned out. And I got this paint scheme from a picture I saw on Facebook. I don't remember the kind of car I've seen, but it was, I just had to try it. As you see here, the wheels are attached. It rolls. So, I'm just getting ready to start peeling the tape off. As you see here, I'm starting off slow. The paint's dry enough, so I don't have to really worry about the runs or anything like that. That's a big thing about when you peel tape off. You got to, some people say slow, some people say fast, some people say as soon as you get done painting it, pull that tape off. Me, I've had pros and cons on both ways. If I pull it off too soon, some of the colors kind of blend together. And then sometimes, I get like a little overspray. Or if I, another way, it kind of peels up and it looks like I'm peeling skin back or something. Because it gives it a little gap. And that's the good thing about clear coat, because once you clear coat it, it just smooths it all together. Can't really tell. So we're getting ready to see the final paint job. And oh my god, did it turn out magnificent. I think it turned out great. I hope you like it as much as I do. You know. But on my little side project, I've been making a 49 Ford car hauler. To haul this around with. Yeah, Ford hauling a Pontiac. I get it. Here I am, just putting one of my shop decals, that I got from Flying Valiant. Great job with the decals, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna be getting some other style decals made from him. Just whenever I get the time. Decals. You gotta make sure you take your time with them. There's different ways to put the decals on, but honestly, Keith, when I first started watching his Outlaw Speed Shop videos, he said once you get done painting, usually get a clear coat before you put the decals on. I'll tell you right now, that was the best advice I ever took. So, here we are in final assembly. Taking the screws out because I usually leave them in there so paint don't get in the holes. So, I'm getting those taken out. Getting ready to start putting the windshield in, and then the interior. But got to put the little grill and everything in before you put the interior in, because it just kind of slips over it. But it came together really nice, and I'm really hoping you guys really enjoyed this video. I know it's better than my last one. The video quality's better. So, and don't forget, there are other builders out there. Fantastic guys making videos. Like I mentioned before, Outlaw Speed Shop, Diecast Graveyards, Danny's Diecast Customs. You got Kuda's custom or Diecast Custom. Y'all remember what we started with? Well, here it is.